Welcome. Hey, it's great to have you here. Those of you who are live and catching us on the replay. Today, we're talking about increasing your brand value and how important that is, because I think in many ways it's the core. And if you've watched the development of this channel, the videos, the progress that we've made into really figuring out where we need to focus, to develop the why of where we want to go. And I think one of the things that we can really focus on, and maybe this will be one of the top points for us, but maybe it'll continue to evolve, which it continues to do, which is a good thing because nothing is static, that is for sure. And so increasing brand value, your brand value, whether it's your business, whether it's your personal brand, is really important. And that's why we have our unique success combination. Who cares about our unique success combination other than maybe you personally? But what is that doing for you? Well, it's increasing your brand value when you go through the process. Now, let me go through that process a little bit and talk a little bit about that and answer questions. Hey, how you doing? Got some folks in here. I will follow up in a few moments with questions. And if you do have questions or thoughts or anything about your value, what you bring to the table, or maybe ways we can improve that, I would like to talk to you about that. But one place we can definitely talk about it regularly is at rosh.group. Where does that lead you? That leads you to the Facebook group. And you should be a part of the Facebook group. And that's where we connect. It's a small group right now, but we connect and I share the videos, I share the podcasts, I share the posts. It's kind of the corral. It's kind of where we all go to meet and to connect under this banner of developing our own USC, unique success combination. And why do we want to develop the USC? We want to do that to increase our brand value. In other words, we want to separate ourselves from the competition in a way that adds so much more value that people will actually pay more for what we offer, or are more willing to listen to what we have to say as an authority. I mean, we want to first know our value, which is highly important. And if you think about it, on my other channel, which is focused on photographers specifically, a big part of that foundation of the channel is pricing for photographers, helping photographers understand their value. And I think that's still important no matter where you are. So understand your value, know your value, and then grow the value, and then share that value. Those are the three things we're trying to do. But we have to have something that it does increase our value, and that's where the USC, the combination code, comes in. The combination code is adding something to your core, who you are, what you're best at, what you're known for, your core skill, your core service, your core talent or product, and adding something that will separate you. And that could be a technology, that could be a philosophy, it could be a skill, a process. There are many things that you can add and combine to create something new or create something different from the competition. And when you do that, you add value. And that's so important. And that's why I continue to stress this. And I actually want to share how the combination of 7531 adds value to your brand. First, in our combination of 7531, 7 is 7 sources of income. And you don't have to have 7 immediately. You should build up to that, because people who are successful have multiple sources of income. And maybe you have a core product, a core service, but you can add side sources of income to help bolster this, which adds stability. Creating stability for you specific and for your brand, that gives you longevity, because there's always going to be ups and downs in your business as an entrepreneur, small business person, freelancer, creative. You're going to have ups and downs. And if you can have multiple sources of income, you're around for the long term. And that's really important. 5 people that are supporting you and you're supporting them. Now, you can call them out by name and say, hey, you are part of my 5. Remember the old commercials? Or Or you can just mindfully say, okay, these are the 5 people that really help me and are supportive of my business. And maybe it's 3 people, maybe it's 7, but I think 5 is a good number, where these are the people that you support back and they support you to help grow. And their ideas and skills will help you add value to your business, because you're going to be a stronger, better company, which leads to number 3 in our 7-5-3-1. The 3 is process, and having better, more efficient processes improve the value of your company. And that those processes can also improve customer experience. And when customers have a great experience, they tell others. When customers have great experience, it adds value to your business. And then number 1, a strong channel building, hashtag channel building. That is super important to increase your authority, a powerful place in which you can share your value with people and actually tell your story, as well as championing other people. The more and larger community that you have, the more value you have as a brand. Whether it's a small brand, your personal brand, if you have a larger community, that's why channel building is so important. When you can do that, you can develop the brand identity. Brand identity is super important. It adds value to your business. And when we talk about marketing, I just talked about this last night. When we talk about channel building and marketing, I talked about this last night to a group of about 20, 30 people. And I talked about awareness, traffic, conversions. Hey, thank you. Thank you for stopping by. See, it's we dig metal detecting. Awesome. Wonderful. Thank you very much for stopping by, and look forward to on the replay. Definitely ask questions. Okay, so awareness, traffic, conversions, and retention. Awareness lets people know who you are, right? You should have in your marketing plan all 4 of these areas addressed. It really is important, especially if you want to grow your business and grow your brand. You need to have brand awareness and have a campaign. Now, I have a lot of videos on this channel about developing these different areas, and I'm going to talk about the types of videos too, a little bit of a focus element that I'm still building. You know, the thing is, as I mentioned before, we're always evolving. We always have to be evolving and taking new layers into what we're doing. So awareness, traffic, driving more traffic to our website, driving traffic to the front door of our business. Maybe it's driving traffic to your YouTube channel or Instagram. It just depends. However, we have to remember driving traffic to rented land can be tough. And it adds value in terms of your audience, but your brand and your company, not so much, because you don't own it. And it could go away. Hello, Google Plus. Hello, Vine, among others that have gone away. And so you have to be careful when you're driving that traffic. Conversions. It's important to improve conversions through A/B testing, better calls to action, improving your website. There are a lot of ways to improve conversions. And then retention, the one that most people forget about. They forget about retention because, we already have the customer. Why do we have to do anything? Well, the number one thing that really helps us lose a lot of customers is not communicating with them and not following up, thinking they're going to come back to us. When they need this again, they need me again, they'll just come back. Not necessarily. Now, if you've recently communicated with them, when it's time for them to make a new decision, it's going to be a little bit harder for them to forget or not feel some sort of loyalty to you. But if you haven't communicated in a year, what loyalty do they really have? So it's important for retention. Awareness, traffic, conversions, and retention. And one type of marketing that addresses all 4 of those is social media. And that is our channel building element. Of course, we talk about pay-per-click advertising. That's really important. Social media is important. Search engine optimization is important. When I talk about my solar system method, I talk about SEO as gravity, just kind of pulling people in. I have a few videos on the solar system method. Feel free to check those out. I'm right now going to put in the Facebook group It's Rosh.group. And that's the Facebook group. And feel free to head on over there if you want to just ask questions and engage on a regular basis as I share these videos and my writings and the podcasts and so forth. There's always one place that the community of people who really believe in developing their own unique success combination can meet and ask questions as you run into different things. And my job, this is about your journey to grow your business. My job is to find new tools and strategies and techniques that you can apply to your business to help you grow your business. It's that simple. That's what my job is. That's my mission. My ultimate mission is to help increase your value of your business, of your brand. That's my ultimate job. So that's what I continue to do. So when you work hard on your social elements, when you work hard at developing a channel, it makes people easier. It makes it easier for people to buy from you because they know you. And we talked about the know, like, and trust factor. That's certainly talked about quite a bit, but buying from you is a risk at some level. It always is. And so the more you can do to lower that risk, the easier it is for you to earn a new customer and keep a new customer, and adding additional value to what you do and who you are as a business, as a brand. When you can make part of your mission to add value is to lower the risk to purchasing from you, the better off you're going to be. And sometimes it is just adding more things to add more value to what you do. I often recommend, and we talked about this on the other podcast the other day, that you don't just cut prices. Add value to the prices first. And if you do have to cut prices, take something away. That's really important. All right, so any questions related to this and adding value? This is going to be and continue to be a theme on this channel more and more. Obviously, the underlying how we get there is still and always will be the combination code and finding your USC. But if I find a new tool, I'll be asking, how does this add value to your business? I'm going to ask that a lot. And that will be, I think, some kind of a guiding theme, because certainly when we're trying to develop any one of our channels, whether it is Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, keeping a focus on a theme. So when you come watch one video, the next video will be about that theme, and that will be adding value in some way, supported by all these other things that we talk about on a regular basis. And again, what we talk about in the group. Let's see. All right. Let's see. We have a question. Do I need a YouTube or website if I'm promoting other people's products on ClickBank for value's sake? Both those things are very helpful, because if you're promoting other people's products, especially if you're looking to develop, a brand around what you're doing, whether it's a brand around great reviews, whether it's a brand around the types of affiliates that you're promoting. So a website is a very good idea. If you're just trying to share affiliates through, say, social, then you'll have had to build a really quality channel in which people trust you. And quite often you need to build that channel over time and build the level of trust on that channel. Say Instagram, for example, before you can really start promoting things and affiliate links. And if you're promoting and developing a brand, let's say, for example, that you are developing an Instagram brand. What if one day Instagram decides they really don't like what you're doing, the types of products you're pushing, or that you're just too much of a sale, you're for some reason just not in the spirit of Instagram? Well, that may not be the case to you, but it may be to Instagram, and guess who has the lever? Instagram. So having your own website is really important, and email list. Affiliate can work really well via email, especially when you get people trust you enough and you're offering information, and you can develop themes between those email lists, and you can send affiliates and information that way. A YouTube channel really does support a website. A YouTube channel does support the development of a brand. It is very powerful. It's kind of like television. Video helps people build a personal relationship with you a lot easier than the written word or even a podcast. Both are valuable, but ultimately it just depends on what it is that you're trying to sell, and the types of affiliates that you're involved with. But I definitely would say you have to own something, such as an email list or website, for sure, in my opinion, when your income is dependent on people buying from you from affiliates. I hope that answers your question. Developing the value of your brand is really important. And so who are you? Good. That helped. So developing the brand of who you are, developing your affiliates, that is all super valuable. It doesn't matter what kind of company you have. Increasing the value of your brand is going to get you where you want to go. I use photographers as an example quite a bit because obviously I've come from that community and I write a lot for photographers. And as you may very well know, just about everybody is a photographer now. Everybody has a camera on their phone in their pocket. So how in the world do people command $5,000 a day, $25,000 a day to take photographs? There are people wondering how they can even get $50, and yet there's somebody out there. There are many out there. I mean, when I take photographs, it's literally thousands of dollars a day for me to photograph for companies. How in the world do I get away with that if other people can just snap a picture with their phone? And the same with other people that get much higher fees than I do, $25,000, $10,000 a day. How? Because they developed their brand. Your brand is your reputation. There you go. That is what your brand is. It's your reputation. It's not this arbitrary thing. It is your reputation. Let's see. I subbed you, but why have I not subbed back? Well, I haven't seen your channel. It sounds like asking you why we haven't done a sub for sub. Let me share. Sub for sub is not the way to go because the algorithm will hurt you. Your click-through rate will go down. If you care about my channel, awesome, please subscribe. But if you don't care, then don't ask for sub. I don't even know what your sites or YouTube is about. And why would you want people following you just because you have subs if they're not going to watch each one of your videos? Then your click-through rate's going to go down and YouTube won't show your videos. Sub for sub really does hurt you, I'm sorry to say. But anyway, I wish you all the best in your channel, and I will check out your channel to see if I want to take a look. I'm sure they're gone by now. But that's true for all of us. And it's true with any one of the platforms. You know, the fake subs, the fake everything just doesn't help you at all. Anyway, I'm not going to go on that rant because I think anybody who's done this long enough understands the value of people who are really a part of your community. And I value you, all of you who are a part of this community. I am here and want to answer your questions to help you grow your company, build your company. And I encourage you to head on over to Rosh.group where we can connect on a regular basis, on a daily basis, to answer your questions. And of course, I will see you here many Wednesdays. I will have a live stream, not every Wednesday, but many Wednesdays. And I will share ideas here. And of course, all of my videos will continue to help you add value to your business. You have a wonderful day. And my next video will be on Friday. And I'll most likely talk to you next Wednesday. Have a great day.